Hey guys, L's First here. So today I want to talk about who should you pick in the wish banner we have right now. We've got Shenhe, which is going to be a cryo spear user, as well as Xiao, who's going to be an anemo spear user. So the big difference is going to be becoming what you want to do with your team, what your playstyle is, right? So if your playstyle is you want to support something you have that's cryo that's super strong, you already collect all the cryo characters, and you just want some superpower behind it, like maybe Ganyu or Eula, you're going to go with Shenhe, because Shenhe is 100% support. Her entire kit, from her elemental skill to her ult to her constellations, her ascensions, everything is based around buffing cryo damage. So if you don't already have a cryo damage character that is complete badass, you might not want to go for her, because she's not going to make anything else incredible except for cryo, right? Which we have a ton of cryo characters out there, right? I mean, Ganyu, for one, until late, was known as the best DPS in the game, hands down. Now, Ido's come, and he's kind of put a stomp to that. At least my Ido has, and I'll make a video on that later. He is yeah, we'll get to that later. For now, though, Shenhe is going to be your support character, okay? So if you need support, and you've already dumped everything into Ganyu, and you want something to help out, Shenhe's going to make sure that happens. Now, Shenhe is going to be more free-to-play friendly, because as long as you already have somebody else built up, she's going to be a little easier to put together, right? Because you're going to put some support artifacts on her, you know, make her probably Noblish Oblige, if I had to guess, just to give you extra boost, or possibly the one that gives you the extra attack for your other party members once they use their elemental skill. I can't seem to remember the name right now for some reason, but you know which one I'm talking about. Then you have the other side of the coin. Maybe you've got all the money in the world, or you've got the weapon and all the other characters needed, and you want to go for Xiao. Now, Xiao, because he is a main DPS, isn't really going to be swirling anything from anybody else, right? He's going to be doing the damage himself. Now, you could pair him with all anemo characters, right? You want a healer, so you could do Jean, right? She's also going to make more elemental particles for him. Then you have Sucrose, who is the best, hands down, anemo off-field character in the game, right? Then you could jump that with Venti, right? Now, the reason I'm saying this is because Xiao himself is dog shit, unless you're using his ult. Now, you're using his ult, he is fucking smashing the hell out of everything from the air straight into the ground, right? It's just over and over and over again, massive amounts of damage. I actually made a video when Xiao came out just showcasing how much damage he could do, but I did not get lucky enough to pull him. I didn't have pity. I ended up getting, I think, a Mona dupe, and I was pissed because I wanted Xiao more than anything. But this man can hit hard as fuck. I'd put him up there with Ganyu if you haven't built correctly. Now, the reason you want all the other animal characters, at least that's what I'm thinking you should do, is because you want him to be able to use that over and over and over again, non-stop. So if you're using all animal characters, got some shit stuck in my throat. If you're using all animal characters, it's going to be awesome to keep that up literally infinite times. But if you don't have the money to put into him, or the resources to put into him, he is going to be a very, very expensive character to play with. You're going to need a 5-star weapon, Primordial Jade Spear, which is what you can get right here, which is why they have it up here. It's his #1 weapon. Or if you're going to use Shenhe, of course, you're going to go for the Calamity Queller. But I personally am going to go for Xiao. Now, Zhongli, when he uses his elemental skill, it gives anybody who has that shield up more damage with the element they're using once that element has affected something. And that's going to help him out as well if you wanted to pop a shield up on him, just to do that much more damage. I think I'm going to go all animo, all wind. It's all going to be green everywhere. First and foremost, here's why I want to do this. I've got some good artifacts, right? Especially Venti. I've got him with a stringless and a beautiful elemental mastery set. Problem is I was bouncing that between him and Sucrose, depending on who he needed to do. Can't fucking speak. Depending on who I needed to use. God, I need some fucking water or something. It's just... Whew. So, because of that, I'm going to be farming the Viridescent set nonstop to get another one for Sucrose, because I want to run both of them in the same party. I think it'd be fucking awesome. And I'm going to need to run a crit damage, crit rate, and attack set for a 2-piece for Xiao. And then you're also going to have to do Gladiator's Finale 2-piece for Xiao. And then Jean's going to need an attack set with crit rate and crit damage herself. All Viridescent veneer. Fuck, man. I can't even say it right now. Just tongue-tied like crazy. The VV set. Because it is the best of the best when it comes to the other three. So I'm going to be farming the hell out of that. That means I have a much higher chance of getting the style of piece that I want, because everybody in the party I'm trying to build is going to be needing it. Plus, I think it'll be fun to do that, and I'm definitely not a free-to-play player. I like putting a little bit into the game. I'm definitely not a whale. But if I want a character, I'm going to get the fucking character. Except for Xiao. I have a limit myself, and Xiao would have been too much. But I digress. I think, personally, it comes down to that. Free-to-play or pay-to-win. Pay-to-win, Xiao, hands down, it's what you're going to want to do. Free-to-play, probably Shenhe. Just because it's going to complement any of your ice characters that you have, whether it's Chi-Chi, Chongyun, Ganyu, Eula, Diona. I mean, there's a couple builds out there where she can hit like a fucking truck a little bit, but it's still nothing like Ganyu or Eula, so she kind of sits on the back burner as well. Chongyun, though, can make anybody that uses a spear, a sword, or a greatsword do cryo damage. Or claymore. You know what I meant. So he could potentially make Bennett a badass with Shenhe, and then Bennett could have melt reactions nonstop. I don't know. It's possible that she could be used in other comps, but you're gonna want to use just a pure DPS cryo character with her. And even at C6, Chongyun, he doesn't compare. Ganyu at C0 is a fucking beast. Eula, if you don't have Ganyu, it's the exact opposite of the spectrum. A good free-to-play option, especially with Shenhe. Shenhe and Eula, you could do some fucking damage. Especially if you have Bennett for some melt. Maybe you got lucky to get Diluc back in the day. Or you just use Jinling. Because she's fire and she's free. Everyone's got her. And then maybe you throw another fire character in there that you've gotten throughout the deal here. And now you've got 2 fire, 2 ice. I don't know. I don't see why Shenhe would be like a guaranteed pickup for somebody who spends any money in this game. It's not grabbing me. It's not making me say, you know what, I want this character. It's kind of making me say, yeah, I'm going to go for Xiao on the rerun. Now, if you do have money and you're paying for some shit and you don't have Ganyu, that's coming up on the next Wish event. So if you're pre-planning, you might want to go for her, especially if you've already got him. And he's hard to play, too, because he kills himself during his ult. He's literally murdering himself while he's doing damage. But he does sick damage. So my goal, my ultimate goal, is to have a full Geo team and a full Animo team and run the Abyss with that shit and just wreck it. Because my Geo team is fucking untouchable. It's literally invulnerable. It can slaughter everything in this game like it's fucking nothing. There isn't a single floor of the Abyss that team struggles on in the slightest. My other team, on the other hand, usually Ganyu, Bennett, Child, and Fischl, C6 Fischl. It does all right, but it's not hitting hard enough, and I know what Xiao can hit like, and he's going to be up there close to what you can hit with Itto. I mean, no, Itto is hands down best DPS. Like I said, I'll make a video here soon on Itto so you can see just how powerful he can become, especially if you get some god rolls and some artifacts. He's a fucking monster. And Xiao is going to be a fucking monster along with him. And I'll make my Abyss video to show it off once I have both of them built up. Once I get Xiao, which I'm literally right there at pity, but not the real pity. It's the guaranteed 5-star, not the guaranteed character in the wish. Hopefully it pulls Xiao. Or maybe I get Shogun. That'd be fucking cool too. But Xiao. That's what I'm going for. So in my honest opinion, I think Xiao's the way to go. But if you're a cryo collector or free to play and you're trying just to get a little bit extra cryo damage, Shenhe, great replacement, because Xiao is going to drain you dry of your resources. And if you don't have the team to go with him, he's really hard to put into any other team. So there you go. There's my assessment of the Wish banner that we have right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a little bit of insight. I will update this with another video as soon as I get Xiao and show you just what he can do. So subscribe, guys. Help me out. Check out my other videos, as well as I'm going to put a Ning one out here because I got C6 Ning as well. And holy fuck, I'd put her up there with Ganyu and fucking Itto. But that's a whole nother video for a whole different time. And we'll see you then. As always, I'm Hell's First, and until next time, ta-ta.